What's up, Chosen One family? It's your boy back with another installment. So today I want to talk to my fellas, and I want to talk to a particular fella. I want to talk to the misguided thug. Now, this energy on this subject was just sent to me just randomly. My job here is to change the perspectives in which have been programmed on mankind. And one insidious programming that affects my culture and culture of people I have witnessed and uh, pretty much came up with, and I was in this energy at one point. I was in this energy of thugging it and uh, being a rebel and falling deeper into this darkness, making myself more boxed in instead of free. I do understand the mindset of the thug, the rebel. And this reminds me of a story my father told me a long time ago. He used to tell me, he said, you can't win every battle, but you got to make sure you win a war. And he said, sometimes you got to know when to forfeit a battle to make sure you win the war. My father and my uncles of mine were very avid chess players. They taught me, cousins, to be very thorough chess players. So for a lot of my life, I looked at life like a chess game. And sometimes you may meet opponents that may be bigger, stronger, but truly this is a mental game. And it always will be. One must conquer his mind. But it makes it very hard to conquer your mind when you have a programming that makes you a player in this game of life that is self destructive to yourself. And what I mean is, the misguided thug, of course, they say women always love the bad boy. One aspect of this is the rebelling side. But the hidden aspect that even the misguided thug does not see is his fears. His fears of vulnerability, his fears of being viewed as weak, his fears of being taken advantage of, his fears of someone running an assault on him. So this misguided thug energy will take a man into the zone to fight battles that are pretty much worthless to a bigger war that he must win. And I never knew what this war was. My father was like, the war. I'm like, what is the war? My father, rest in peace, had lived a very eclectic life, but very much respected. But a large part of that life he lived in a chess game and trying to keep authority over the board. And he mastered this mental game. But one thing he didn't get a chance to make it to and master was the emotional aspect. And once we move into emotion, energy, and motion, this is basically how you are using your energy, reacting to energy, distributing your energy, focalizing your energy, all these things with energy. Now, the thug plays this game of chess too, and there's different levels. But the thug doesn't know that they are at a loss once they started. And this is mainly because if you are truly a bad guy and you are truly some high level threat, why the hell would you look like it? If I could see it, so can all your ops. So can people who have a perception of you and people who are here to get rid of you. They can see it. And I look at a lot of young guys today and you see them on the street, tatted all the way up, you know, dreaded out. Nothing wrong with dreads, you know, but I'm just painting a picture here. Clothing attire, which they have on, looks very rebellious. So if the police were seeking to go find a bad guy, there's one right there that looks like a bad guy. So he's got to have some illegitimate business going on. So if I can see it, they can see it. And what the thug doesn't calculate is that there's also the man out there too who's very evolved, And rather than see this guy and look at him and say, hey, this guy is a tough guy, he talks tough, he acts tough. The evolved man will see a person that is very scared. Very scared. So he puts on this attire and dresses up in a certain image to make himself appear to be threatening. Because truthfully, down at his core, he's scared. And he's probably truly at his core not even a threatening person. He's probably a sweetheart. And I don't mean sweetheart in like the way that like like uh like he's like sweet or something. Sweetheart like he's not what he appears to be. These mosquitoes are going crazy. So basically I'm painting this picture here to basically say the things in which you try to hide are very visible to the eyes of a person who has traveled similar roads. And there's a large programming on you. And this programming is a detractor because this programming puts you in position to take more losses than wins in every aspect of dealing with people because perceptions are formed even with people who you may not know and opportunities are killed before they started. And you could probably be a very intelligent or smart or a very good individual. You got family that love you, family that you love dearly, that you take care of. And part of this rebel is you're going to do what you got to do to make sure these people are good. But I want to upgrade your mindset here. And I want you to start thinking different. I want you to view this from a much larger perspective. That vulnerability is not a weakness. Vulnerability is not a weakness, and acting tough is not a strength. Because these things are subpar and only can equate to battles, more battles. I want you to get to the war. And I ask myself, what is the war? The war is when you play your greatest opponent. And that opponent is you. That opponent is the you that you're running from, deep under that programming that you portray amongst your friend groups, amongst these cultures in which you intermingle with. And it's very low level to be a king in a desert when you can be a god on a mountain. I'm wanting you to transcend this program that you've been given. Stop looking at these people that are around you because they are keeping you in a cage. And only you have the capacity to set yourself free. And I think that's all we're going to go with today. I'm out.